Thoughts create. Your thoughts create your reality because you are your reality. Hola, beautiful soul. It's Jody from Midlife Remembering, and we are going to dive into how thoughts create today. So, everything. The phone I'm filming on, this top, this chair, everything has to start with thought first because it's always thought before feeling, energy before matter. And we have approximately 60 to 75,000 thoughts a day, and most of them get in our way. So if you're older like me, you've probably been thinking the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and it's become so natural, so easy that it is your personality. And you look out at reality and you're like, why isn't it changing? Why? So what I mean is, if you are thinking things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not rich enough, yeah, but I can't, yeah, but reality can only reflect it back. And it's become so ingrained, so habitual, that you think it's you. I know, I've been there, but it's not. It's just like a program. It is a program. See, your brain is like a supercomputer. What it is capable of doing is far beyond what we can conceive because it's that powerful. But between the ages of 0 and 7, we are in like a theta state. And theta is that state of deep meditation right before sleep, and all the programs get downloaded. And then you just continue going about your life, and they just keep getting more and more played out, more solid, more, what's the word I'm looking for? More concrete in your way of being. And you think that's who you are, but it's not. It's the little you, it's the avatar you, it's the character you're playing. But the good news is you can change it at any time because everything starts with thought. Change a thought, change a lot. So it can be that easy. The harder part is sticking to it. And what I found for myself is when I had to really look at my reality and see where I was at, when I understood that I was the cause, reality is the effect, thought, feeling, I'm projecting, reality can only reflect back. It's a mirror, it's a feedback loop. And I was in tight situations, living a life I didn't like, didn't want, didn't feel great, never felt good enough, never had enough money, yada, yada, yada. Well, reality had to reflect that back. So I wrote out what my reality was. Like, not enough money, I got really clear. And then I'm like, well, who am I being? I always think I'm not good enough. I always worry, I fear, I had anxiety, I had a busyness of doing, but not being. So I could do 1,000 things in a day, but I did them from the identity of, I'm not good enough, it's never enough, I'm always broke, blah, 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 blah. So when I started getting clear on the reality I wanted, my dreams, my desires, because they aren't put there to taunt you or tease you. They're put there for you to, I'll say, level up to live it. It's you against you. So I wrote out my dreams. I got really, really clear on that. And instead of going, well, I don't see how. I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't believe. Those feelings, right? Because over the age of 50, maybe 40, 60, we've been practicing that same way of being, that state of consciousness, that state of being, that emotional thinking, feeling, that we just think it's normal. Good things could never happen to me. I'm never in the right place at the right time. And if I was, I'd miss it. Because I didn't have the mindset of being a winner. I felt like a failure, loser, blah, blah, blah. So who do I need to become? Who do I need to be in order to have that reality? As Joe Dispenza says, in order to have a new personal reality, you have to become a new personality. And it's true. So this isn't a long process. It can be instant. When you decide and declare who you want to be, because everything starts with thought. And when we go into our imagination and give it to ourselves first, as within, so without. So start playing with, okay, if I want to have this dream life, if I want to do this and live here and have this, who must I be? And start playing with that in your imagination, because everything starts with thought. See, you can use processes or techniques. They're like a permission slip or a way to keep you focused on the end that you desire, but the power is you. It's always you. It's about you. You're always proven right. So if we're always proven right, why wouldn't we choose to be our biggest cheerleader, our BFF? We glow ourselves up from the inside out, and we walk around as this identity, either beating ourselves up or loving ourselves, and it vibrates out because we are projectors through our thoughts and feelings. And then reality has to match it. Energy always has to match energy. We live in an energetic reality. So if I start telling myself I'm the best, no one compares to me, no one is better than me, because everybody is equal. In your reality, you need to be the best. This is up-leveling ourselves. This is about selecting the best version of ourselves and stepping into it and embodying it and being it. And it starts with thought. Thought creates. This whole world and everything in it was started with thought first. Let there be light. Let there be light. Where's your attention and your focus? Are you stressing and worrying about bills? Or are you trusting, no, I always have enough, I'm always taken care of, I'm always provided for? And that is trust, that is faith. That is stepping into a new version of you. Because otherwise, if you're my age, give or take, and you look back over your life, and really there's no past, everything is new from the moment of now. But if you do, you can see patterns. Break pattern. Break pattern, and it starts with thought. Every time you hear because it's so instant, you're not hearing it, but you're feeling it. That, you show up at a meeting or you go out to dinner with friends and you're not dressed right, and you feel, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Stop it. Stop beating yourself up. I always come back to this. If you truly believe you're a spiritual being having a human experience, then it's an experience. You are not the experience. You are the observer. You are the spiritual being observing what's going on, observing the experience. You are in this world, but not of it. So if you're in this world, but not of it, how do you want to play? How do you want to think? How do you want to feel? It always comes down to you, because you're always proven right. Always. Because reality has to reflect back what you're projecting. So change a thought, change a lot. There's absolute power in that. Just like there is in whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. And I know for some, it may be hard at first, because I don't want to say that. Let's take that out. Everything can change in an instant, because you're always selecting from the moment of now. It's just that we've ingrained these ways of thinking and being over, let's say, if you're 50, 60, 70, a little more than someone that's 20, right? But you can break pattern at any age, because the universe doesn't understand or care how old you are, what you've done. It only cares about your now moment. You can select new every moment of now. So break pattern, become more aware. Thoughts are powerful things, just like you are. Because if you truly believe you are a spiritual being having a human experience, then you know your truth. And we hear that thrown around a lot, but very few people are actually living it from the true core of I am perfect, whole, and complete. It doesn't matter how you grew up or what happened to you, and I'm not making light of anything. It's because I've had my share of shit, and for a long time I let it define me, and now I don't. Because the 3D is who you were being, I'll say yesterday, which was probably the same as last week, last month, last year, maybe even 10, 20 years ago. So from this moment on, choose new. Choose new. No, I'm here, this person now. Nope, this is me. This is the end. I know how this turns out. Because when you live from the end of your dreams and desires, you have to let the 3D, because it's going to 3D. Because there can be a lag time. It can be a minute, an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year, depending on the foundation that you are going to create with your self-concept by starting with thought. So, I'm creating some affirmation loops that I will post coming up because that will help you break patterns, start new thoughts. Oh yeah, right. I am the best. I'm great. I am beautiful. I am whole, happy, and complete. We have to really start glowing ourselves up from the inside out, because when you're glowing from the inside, as within, so without. So, your thoughts create your reality. Don't believe me, but just try it and see for yourself. That's how that's what separates people out. People that are, I'll say successful, but everybody could have a different definition of success, not, the American dream of you gotta go to school and get an education and get this job and stay at it for 30, 40 years and get married and have 2.5 kids, a dog, and a minivan. That doesn't work for some people. And a lot of us get sucked into that, and then we're unhappy and miserable. Maybe that worked for you and you are happy. Chances are, if you're watching this, it may not be you. So, but just know the power lies within you. Yes, you are that powerful. So when you start believing from the inside out and you're glowing yourself up and you've got a strong self-concept foundation, then that has to project out. So everything starts with thought. Change a thought, change a lot. Today's the best day of my life. It doesn't matter what you've got going on, because circumstances don't matter. Only states of being do. And it starts with thought. So think your thoughts in a beautiful, loving, joyful, luxurious way, and see how your reality reflects that back. So thanks for being here. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll see you in the next video. Create an amazing day.